What's up, Madden community? MT Squared back with another Madden 22 Ultimate Team video. And today we're going to talk about the potential for team standouts to be coming this coming Friday, January 7th. The EA team hinted at that it would be coming out in December, and the fact that it was pushed out into January. We haven't had a promotion in the last week and a half on Fridays, so I believe it's going to be coming this coming Friday since Zero Chill is over and there's no upcoming promotion planned anytime soon until Team of the Year, which is after the season ends. So if you're unfamiliar with Team Standouts, it's a program we've had the last couple of years that is part of Team Affinity. So there's Team Builders, there's the Team Diamonds, and then there's also Team Standouts. Team Standouts are current day players that are having a really good season for their respective team. Every team is going to get one. They're usually higher overalls, so they'll probably be 94s or maybe even 95s, depending on what EA decides. I think that they'll be 95s, and that's what I'm hoping for. If you do find this video helpful, please drop a like down below and subscribe. Videos like this do take a lot of time, so I would really appreciate the support if you don't mind dropping a like and subscribing. So how did I come up with these players? So I took into consideration multiple things. Obviously, I took into consideration players who are having a really good season for their teams. I tried to get a good mix of quarterbacks, wide receivers, running backs, tight ends, a couple offensive linemen, edge rushers, defensive linemen, also middle linebackers, safeties, cornerbacks. So everybody's represented here except for kickers and punters. I also didn't choose any player that already had over a 91 overall because it's unlikely that EA would give them an upgrade if they already have a 92, 93, or 94. I also didn't choose anybody who already is part of Team Affinity. So if they already have one of the 84 or 88 Team Builders cards, they will not be chosen either. And then I also took into consideration if they have potential to be part of the Team of the Year promotion, which is going to be coming out in a couple weeks also. So if they are the best in the NFL at their position, then I likely didn't choose them either. All right, so let's get started. First off, I chose Jimmy Ward for the San Francisco 49ers. He leads the team with 2 interceptions, is third in tackles with 67, and also has 1 touchdown. For the Bears, I chose Robert Quinn. He leads the team with 17 sacks, which is also second in the NFL, right behind TJ Watt with 17.5 sacks. Next up, we got Joe Mixon, who has this 86 overall Gridiron Guardians card. He has 1,159 yards, second in the NFL, 13 touchdowns, which is third in the NFL. Also has 274 receiving yards with 3 receiving touchdowns. Next up for the Bills, we have Josh Allen, who has this Team of the Year card. Josh Allen has 4,048 yards passing, which is 7th in the NFL, 34 passing touchdowns, which is 3rd, also has 619 rushing yards. Next up for the Broncos, we got Javonte Williams. Javonte Williams is a rookie. He's got 827 rushing yards, 296 receiving yards, 7 touchdowns. He's also gotten a big rushing attempt share with Melvin Gordon, but he's averaging a half yard more than Melvin Gordon per attempt. So he's definitely been a shining star for this team, and I think that he might get an upgrade here with the Team Standouts promotion. Next up, we got Nick Chubb for the Browns. Chubb has 1,143 yards rushing, which is 3rd in the NFL with 8 touchdowns. For the Bucs, we got Tristan Wirfs here. For the Cardinals, I chose Jordan Hicks. He leads the team with 110 tackles and has 4 sacks. For the Chargers, we got Austin Eckler here. He has 789 rushing yards, 558 receiving yards, and 17 total touchdowns. For the Chiefs, we have Tyrann Mathieu, which I'm really surprised that he hasn't gotten an upgrade since his Core Elite card came out. It's a little surprising. He usually gets a lot of love from EA for Madden Ultimate Team, so I feel like this is a good time for him to get an upgrade. He hasn't had the best of seasons compared to years past, but he is a leader on that defensive squad and probably a big reason why their defense has been improved the last several weeks. He has 67 tackles, 1 sack, and leads the team with 3 interceptions. Next up for the Colts, we got Michael Pittman, who hasn't had a single upgrade since his Core Gold card came out at the beginning of the year, which is wild. He's got 971 yards, which leads the team. He's also got 5 touchdowns. For the Cowboys, I chose Zach Martin. He is definitely a potential that could be part of the Team of the Year promotion, but I did choose him for the Cowboys. For the Dolphins, so I'm a huge Dolphins fan, and the Dolphins could go many different ways. I thought at first maybe Jerome Baker, but he is part of the Team Affinity program already. He has the 88 Team Builder card. I thought about Jalen Waddle, but I did choose a lot of wide receivers here. Jalen Waddle could definitely be part of this team standouts. He's definitely had a really good season here. But Javon Holland, if anybody who is a Dolphins fan knows that Javon Holland has had a really good season. He only has 56 tackles and 2 interceptions and 2.5 sacks, but he has been a outstanding coverage guy for the Dolphins. And the Dolphins run a lot of single high safety because they run a lot of man coverage. So he's been really good for the team. For the Eagles, I chose Dallas Goedert. He has 759 yards and 4 touchdowns, both second on the team. For the Falcons, I chose Foyesade Oluokun. He is second in the NFL with 166 tackles. He's also got 2 sacks. For the Washington football team, I chose Brandon Scherf. For the New York Giants, Xavier McKinney. He is third in tackles on the team with 79 and leads the team with 5 interceptions, which is also tied for 4th in the NFL. For the Jacksonville Jaguars, we got Miles Jack. He is second in tackles on the team with 97. For the Jets, we got CJ Mosley. He leads the team with 142 tackles, also has 2 sacks. For the Lions, we got Amani Arukwari, who has, a third in the NFL with 6 interceptions and obviously leads the team. He's had a really good season so far. For the Packers, we got Rasul Douglas, leads the team with 5 interceptions, which is also tied for 4th in the NFL, having a really good season since he moved over to the Packers. For the Panthers, we got Jeremy Chin here. He leads the team with 103 tackles and also has 1 interception. For the Patriots, we got Damian Harris here, who has 857 rushing yards and 12 touchdowns. For the Raiders, we have Derek Carr, who is 4,363 passing yards, which is 3rd in the NFL with 20 passing touchdowns. For the Rams, we got Tyler Higbee. He is second in the team with 49 receptions. He's also got 436 receiving yards and 3 touchdowns. For the Ravens, we got Marquise Brown, who has 953 receiving yards and 6 touchdowns. For the Saints, we got Demario Davis, who leads the team with 95 tackles, has 3 sacks, and is just a really good leader and captain on this team. Definitely a force to be reckoned with. For the Seahawks, we got Russell Wilson. So Russell Wilson is not having his best season by any means, but he does have 2,639 yards, 18 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions, which is historically he's always had one of the better touchdown to interception ratio in the NFL, which is why I kind of pointed out why he has such a good touchdown to interception ratio. For the Steelers, I believe you guys are going to get the tight end that you wanted for the last promotion, the stocking stuffer. Pat Freiermuth, definitely a bright spot, rookie tight end who's got 422 yards and is tied for 1st on the team with 7 touchdowns. For the Texans, I believe we're going to get Davis Mills. He's got 2,200 yards and 12 touchdowns. Rookie quarterback for the Texans, who's definitely been a bright spot. Had a very impressive game against the Chargers last week in that win. For the Titans, I think A.J. Brown's going to get an upgrade here. He has missed 5 games this season, but he still has 760 receiving yards, 4 touchdowns. And last but not least, Dalvin Cook. Definitely time for Cook to get an upgrade here. He's got 1,067 rushing yards, 6 touchdowns, and also has 220 receiving yards. And that's what I got, guys. Let me know what you guys think below in the comment section about these predictions, who you think your team might get. And if you agree with these, I'm curious to see, 1, if this promotion comes out, and then 2, how many of these are actually correct. And thank you guys for watching.